Okay, so we're looking for a 4-digit number. We also, if you haven't seen this before, our character has quote-unquote psychic powers. I assume this falls under the psychic umbrella. They call it clairvoyance, but she has retrocognition. So she can see, like, echoes of the past of what happened, and we use it to help solve the mysteries. Then we also have a supernatural boss guy who has vision, and so on and so forth, etc., etc. We've got powers, except for Jasmine here. To my knowledge, she doesn't have any powers, she just drives me around. But we can put on our glasses, and we can walk around, and I don't know if there's gonna be any right now. Oh yeah, there is. So we see like echoes of the past, like ghosts. How far over can we go? Dang, pretty far. Because there's been situations where I ran into, I talked to everybody, and I couldn't interact with these after. Once we get over to these people, we'll reach each ghost. We'll just go down the line, I guess. Take these off. What's up with the boat? Swan boats are actually pretty scary. They rock around quite a lot. I don't think they're scary. Chad, have you ever been in a swan boat? I was in a swan boat. I don't even remember where. I was very young, and I was in a swan boat. The ones you have to pedal. You have to pedal. Let's see. But I'm a grown-up now, so it should be fine. I wonder if Jasmine would ride one with me. I get the impression Jasmine would not ride one with me. This boat is really dirty. The seats and pedals are all rusty and falling apart. Might be older than the others. I hope you have your tetanus shot, Azami. I don't see any 4-digit numbers. There's a number 3 on the back of the boat, but this isn't it, is it? I don't know, do I have to find 4 different numbers in different places? Maybe? Maybe the 4 digits aren't all together. I'll note it down just in case. Okay, nothing else with that, right? No. Talk to this creepy tour guide, butler guide. Everything going well, I presume? Tell me about the tour. I'm not fully up to speed with this tour, to be honest. This tour is indeed full of mysteries. A tour of the Ueno area's mystery spots by invitation only. Oh, right. So we got tipped off about this case by an anonymous source who gave us their voucher, their ticket, their pass. They gave us their pass to the tour. So that's how we got in. We brought Jasmine with us, which somebody made a comment of, oh, I didn't know these tickets came with a +1. They just rolled with it. It's fine. She's here. I don't know. The game-based activities are part of the draw, no doubt. But the biggest point of note is that no one here, including myself, knows full details of the tour's planned course. Wait, how do you give a tour if you don't know the planned course? That doesn't add up. That math's not mathin'. You mean even you don't know what we'll be doing next? Tell me about the handouts? About the tour's handouts we didn't get. Oh yes, my sincere apologies about that. I merely brought along the materials I'd received. So it's unlikely I'd forget just one of the envelopes. Tell me about the number. So we're supposed to look for a 4-digit number related to the next location? Yes, precisely. Once you find it and inform me, this location's done. I will then guide you to the next mystery spot. So it's like a game. Indeed, indeed. You don't actually know the entire route? Indeed not. Well then how do... Oh, okay. Okay. Then how do you know what to do with the 4-digit number when we find it, buddy? Who's the organizer? Who's the organizer of this tour? It's not you, is it, Azami? If it was him... Okay, I love this girly, but sometimes she's a little brain dead. If it was him, he'd know where we're going, because he would have set the whole thing up. Oh, of course not. I'm just a humble hired guide. I've never actually met the organizer. Isn't it a fascinating tour? Alright, unreliable guide. What we got on that? I should add some notes on our guide. The guide is leading us through the tour while adding to the fun. However, when it comes to the tour's plan, he... Listen, leave Azami alone. She's cute, so she can be a little bit of a dum-dum. Aw, that's true. I get a pass on being a little bit of a dum-dum, too, because I'm cute. So, you know what? I need to hold the same standard for Azami. Let me do one thing, chat. I'm up a little high. Let me lower me. There we go. That way we can see everything as clearly as possible. The comes to the tourist plan, he hasn't even planned anything or has no idea. I'm gonna go with hasn't even planned anything. Hasn't even planned anything, or wait, not that bad. He's not running the show himself in the first place. Let me rethink this. Okay, he has no idea. Also, Rasmus, it's good to see you. I hope you're well. He has no idea about the details since he's just a hired guide. If participants have gone missing before, what if something happens this time too? Okay, we've got Guide for Hire leads a peculiar life. Whether it's his main hobbies or his obsession with self-improvement, seems like he assumed this would be an easy gig and that all he has to do is follow the organizer's instructions. Nope. Anything else with you? No. What's your deal? Oh, right, the gas mask guy. He's like a journalist or something, wasn't he? We very briefly touched on gas masks. I thought he was wearing it. Look, can you see behind me? I thought he was wearing a straitjacket at first. Because those arms are crossed. He's just wearing a hoodie. Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai. Oh, hey, Yamada here. I work as a writer. You're Yamada Gas Mask, right? I heard you're a famous web journalist. Yes, I was right, journalist. Could be better working overtime this week at your job. Worst part is that you can't refuse. At least you know to leave this job ASAP and find a new one. I hope you find a new and better one quickly, speedily, because that sounds rough. That sounds really unpleasant. I'm sorry. How do they make you work overtime but you can't refuse it? I thought overtime was always optional. Let me take off this mask so it's easier to talk. Cause it probably sounds like this right now. Whew. Also, Jitsimata is fine without the gas mask. Why'd you have the gas mask on in the first place then, buddy? Why did you participate? What made you sign on to this tour? Not much to explain, really. I got a DM invitation, and I showed up. And I guess since this tour draws a lot of interest, I thought I could write about it. You'll be reporting on the tour? Pretty much. Just go ahead and do my journalist thing. About the other participants. It is, but you're new in the company, so you know they can really easily fire you if you refuse or just don't prolong my contract. Oh, yeah, that, like, probationary period they get you in. That's true, that's true. That is a real good catch to get you to do whatever they want. I feel that. Okay, so he doesn't know the other participants. Have you found the 4-digit number? Of course. It was so easy. I'm kind of disappointed. Found it right after the search started. Okay, so where is it? Okay, he won't tell us where it is. I need notes on Mr. Gasmask, too. Mr. Yamada Gasmask, who showed up wearing his namesake, because he's a little bit of a weirdo. Seems he's actually famous, but what was his job again? Journalist. Web journalist. He's super famous. Wonder why I don't know him. Better not offend him or he might get us with his writing. He's gonna put us in his blog! Oh no! He kinda cute. I'm gonna say it. He's he's kinda hot. Don't judge me. He writes an article about trending topics on social media. Looks like his gas mask is part of his character. seems he joined this tour for potentially good writing material. You want to survive the job till the summer? That's valid. That's valid. Alright, check the boat. This has an 8 on it. Look for the number. Numbers. There's a number 8 on the back of the boat, but this can't be it. I really think there's gonna be 4 boats, and each one's gonna have a number on it, and that's gonna be our 4-digit number, but I don't know if they'll be in order, if that makes sense. It's not 4 digits anyways. Use your noggin, write down the 8. They have swan boats. I remember riding these when I was little. Who was I with when I did? Ah, there's some graffiti in the corner with some numbers. 5S Kanoko was here. Wait, Kanoko from our last case? People who graffiti their names like this must be pretty proud of themselves. Yes. Hello, I'm Zombie Fujiwara. Nice to meet you, Fujiwara-san. As in the historical Fujiwara family, including Fujito Fujiwara. That's great, that means nothing to me. Furito! What made you sign on to this tour? Well, you could say I have a special interest in the occult. How am I? I'm okay. I'm not bad. I've got a busy week ahead of me. I gotta get, like, doctor stuff done, editing, and I got a bunch of things I need to take care of. But other than that, good. Other than that, not bad. I did receive a DM invitation. Joining was the only option. I wish I had, like, a more exciting answer. I'm great. I'm doing an exciting thing. Nah, I'm just doing normal life stuff. About the other participants, I'm really not interested. But that Yamada gas mask seems famous online. To be clear, I don't know him personally, just know of him online. Hey, have you figured out what the 4-digit number is? Huh? Oh, pardon me. I got distracted thinking about something else. I have a lot on my mind, so I'm leaving that to the others. Yeah, well, Yamada's not sharing it with me, so... I should no doubt about Fujiwara-san, too. He talks in a somewhat unique way. He said he loves the occult. Wait! Did you see that bottom option? I went through it so quick it said a VTuber. He loves me. Yes, he really seems to love the occult. A trusted companion for the tour. We should ask him for advice when we can. A VTuber. Occult enthusiast. Asking questions draws out his extensive knowledge. Maybe he'll unleash all kinds of occult info on this tour. But I don't get what he's talking about. Is there a name for somebody who in particular, like, really likes VTubers? You know how, like, I don't know, people who really like Japanese stuff or weebs or, like, people who are super into anime or otakus? Is there a word for that, but for people who are, like, super into VTubers? Hello, I like your glasses. I hope you're nicer than the last lady in a park I talked to. She ended up being a murderer psycho. Hello again, I'm Azami Fukurai. Oh, hello, Azami-chan. I'm, Kimura. Glad to meet you. Why did you join this tour? I'm actually something of a horror story fan, especially the Canons. Also, a man's face showed up in a photo I took here before. Who is this person? This pond has a rumor about a man's ghost who's hunched over and mumbles something. He could just be homeless, I don't know. There's this rumor that people who see his face get pulled into the pond. So it might be the ghost in this photo. Scary, huh? Isn't that what, like, Kappas do? They pull you into the water and drown you. And another thing that we will not mention on stream because it is not PG. We don't need to talk about that part. That's some rumor. Ooh, I was really happy as I didn't think I'd actually get an invite. A ghost? I've had my yearly dosage of ghost encounters. I think there was a thing here too. We need to put our glasses on in a minute. Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? I'm really not good at this kind of thing, so I haven't found a clue. I guess I'm waiting for someone else. Lead, not follow. What's Kaden? Kaiden? Let's take notes about Kamura-san, too. Oh, wait, that was the, Kaiden is the thing in the pond she was talking about, I guess. Kamura-san is the only other woman in the group besides Jasmine to me. She loves Kaidens, Japanese ghost stories. Oh, well nope. Kaidens means Japanese ghost stories. I thought that was called yokai, or is yokai the ghost itself? And took a photo related to one. What was in the photo? A ghost that appears by the pond. Yes, they say you get pulled into the pond if you see the ghost's face. I saw the ghost's trace, but that should be okay. Okay. Let's slap these bad boys on. It looks like a skeleton. Is this shadow a man? No, it's a skeleton. He's hunched over and kind of creepy. You can see his bones. Could he be yokais or spirits and entities? Okay. So Kaiden is the... Sorry. Ugh. I'm drinking espresso and I got the bubbles. So Kaiden is the stories, not the ghost. Could he be the man that showed up in Kamura-san's photo? The one walking around hunched over? I don't know if he's a ghost, but he's scary either way. Oh, does the pond swallow up people who see the ghost's face? Seeing the trace doesn't count, right? Because it's not the ghost himself? What about this one? What's with this shadow? Looks like a person, but gives me the creeps. What are they doing? Hiding something? Somewhere high up? 4 numbers? Maybe this is a trace of an organizer writing the 4-digit number somewhere. But there's nothing near their hand. How could that be? Nothing else? There's really nothing on the tree? Or the sign? Shinobazu Pond. Oh, so the lotus flowers bloom at certain times of the year. Oh, now I'm hungry for lotus root, chat. Have you... how many of you have had lotus root? If you haven't had lotus root, it's so good. You're gonna see and you're gonna go, whoa, that vegetable looks crazy. It is so good. It's so crunchy and tasty, and the texture is nice, and I love lotus root. But, like, I can only get good fresh lotus root from, like, 1.5 places here. There's 3 places in town that sell it. But one place, it is always garbage. It's slimy. It's clearly not that good anymore. You can probably cut off the outside and it's fine, but, like, I don't trust it, you know? One place, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And then another place, it is good, but they sell it in big bags, and I can't always use it up in time. Oh my god, you're here! I am! Hello, totally, I'm back. 4 digits, 4 digits. Don't see them anywhere. What's this? There's a rope tied to one of the signposts. There's nothing on the other end of the rope. Weird. I don't see any 4-digit numbers anywhere. The shadow looked like it was writing something on the sign, but maybe not? Hi, Luna! Hello! How are you? You're playing through The Last of Us too? Ooh, enjoy. Enjoy your work. See, here's another boat. I'm telling you, there's gonna be 4 boats. Another swan boat. Wait, there's 2 numbers on the... Okay, hold on. Can you see it? There's 2 numbers on it. There's number 13. So, 3, 8, 1, 3. 4 numbers. The boat seems off somehow. I wonder why. Oh, this one doesn't have a rope. Maybe it came off. Maybe that's what was attached to the sign. Won't the boat float away like this? I don't see any park keepers around. I should call park services once we're done here. There's the number 13 on the back of the boat, but no 4-digit numbers anywhere. Maybe it's somewhere else. Azami, come on, come on. Girl, come on, you're cute. We said you get a pass. You get a pass sometimes because you're cute, but you're pushing it. You're pushing it. I'm getting a little frustrated. Use your noggin, girly. I should note this down, too. That's 4 numbers. Let me talk to this guy in case I don't have the chance later. Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai. Eh? Oh, yeah? Well, me, I'm Mitsuda. What made you sign on to this tour? Well, I'm not really interested in all this. But this tour is pretty popular, yeah? I had, like, 0 interest in this occult stuff, but I did get that invitation message. So I figured, why the hell not? Why waste it? Like I said, that rumor about people going sayonara, I wonder what's actually going on. Oh yes, of course. That gas mask kid, he's raking in the dough with name and shame articles, yeah? He's a tabloid journalist. Kid's probably up to date on stuff like that, no? About the other participants. Didn't expect much from an occult tour, but what a bunch of losers. Hey, you're here too! Was hoping we might get some celebs, but only one who shows is Hamada Gas Mask? Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? Huh, you really doing that quiz thing then? Sheesh. Eh? Oh, no offense. Nope. Just hurry up and solve it for us, yeah? Okay. I should note down things about Matsuda-san, too. Matsuda-san's tour materials has a strange drawing on it. He joined this tour, but his interest in the occult is utterly non-existent, I would say. Yep, he seems totally disinterested. But if so, why did he decide to show up? Bored. Bored is why. Let's stop and think for a bit. We've been told to look for a 4-digit number, but where could it be? I searched around likely areas, but couldn't find anything. Girl, you found everything. I'm gonna break it to you. You found it. You found it. Put your thinking cap on, Azami. What should I do? Would they leave me behind unless I find it? Oh, there's my psychic boss. What's up? You seem distressed, Miss Azami. Even if you've searched a location, there's a possibility your searches were insufficient. Hypothesizing on where you should be searching might help you revisit such possibilities. Makes sense. The traces I saw in the numerous swan boats in the pond. What are we missing here? Maybe it's written on the... I know it's gonna be the swan. We gotta think grammar here. We gotta think grammar. Maybe it's written on the... Is it buttocks? No, on the back of this swan boat. Number 13? No, maybe it's written on the back of the swan boat number 13. Really? The shadow near the sign seemed to be writing something somewhere high up. I'm also thinking about that rope that was tied to the sign. Remember, each of the swan boats had something noteworthy. Yes, they were different. I took notes for each so I could check again in my journal. Let me rethink this. Okay. Back is wrong. Swanboat in 13 is wrong. So, graffiti. There's a couple options behind me you can't see, guys, as always. If I think it's notable, I'll read it off. I'm gonna go with, it says graffiti. Those numbers could be graffiti, I guess. No? Maybe it's written on the back? No, when we get this, it's wrong, so I'm just gonna skip this. Okay, it's not graffiti. Maybe it's written on the... It wasn't back. Did we do buttocks? No. Nope, it's not that. We didn't get the ba-ba. Okay, let me look at my notes. There's swan boats, but the spa is recommended by couples. Okay, okay. So it's either buttocks or head. Maybe it's written on the head, but the numbers were on the back, weren't they? I thought the numbers were on the back. Maybe it's written on the head of swan boat number 13. What? Oh, because it was riding high up. I was right about it's on the swan boat, but it's not the number on the back. The head is high up, and the ghost trace was riding high up. It wrote it on the head. Yes, that must be it. That swan boat used to be near that shadow, and it was tied to the rope on the sign. The organizer wrote the numbers on it. Then the boat floated over to where it is now. I should go recheck Swan Boat 13. Lucky me, I'm still here. If I'm guessing correctly, the number should be on this boat's head. Ah, there it is. 0921, that's 4 digits. This must be it. I should go tell our guide now. Yeah, because Yamada won't. Mister, I already found it. The mystery for this spot is to find a hidden 4-digit number. Wait, hold on. What about the missing people? I heard that some people went missing during this tour? That couldn't be an unfounded accusation. The organizer made that much clear. Alright, buddy, I found your number. It's 0921. Well done, that's the number. As for what the number means, we'll know at the next location. I believe maybe, perhaps. We need to wait until the time limit for everyone else's answers runs out. So kindly bear with us for a while longer. Okay, how could one escape? Now that we found the numbers, please tell us what to do if we find ourselves somewhere strange. I did promise you that. With no further ado, go back the way you came without deviating. That's all. Isn't that kind of obvious? That's the only thing I've ever been told, so... That's that then, I guess. Making a mental note just in case. Oops! Whoops! 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 Sorry, chat. Hit a button. Hit a button. Slap myself around a little bit. Okay, so I need one more clue, right? Is there anything else in the glasses? Nothing more with these guys, right? Nope. Nope. Maybe I need to talk to Jasmine to run the time limit out? Alright, what's up, Jasmine? Wow, we're in, just like that. Just talk normally, we don't want to stand out. Oh yeah, about the envelope we didn't get. Gas mask, let me take a pic if you ever need to check on anything. Okay. Hi, Mizuko, how are you? I don't really get the people going missing vibe from this. It's just a regular tour so far. Yeah, gotta agree. The tour's handouts don't say much either. We should still be careful, though. Alright, let me get a sip of my coffee. Sorry, chat. I'm chugging espresso. I'm good. How are you doing today? I'm good. Inevitable tummy ache from the aforementioned espresso, but... You found out how the people got missing? Oh, tell me. Ouch! No! I can't be like a zombie. I need brain cells. So what the fuck am I missing here? Something with you? I need to ask people about the missing people. Got it. Got it. Got it. Have you heard the rumor that people on this tour went missing? About that, I don't think an amateur snooping is gonna dig up much. They got hit with the frying pan. Yeah, they got bonked and then buried out in the backyard. Do you think people actually went missing? Honestly, I don't know. Since we don't know who exactly they're inviting. All right. I was able to interview a former participant, though. Drop the deets. What did you hear from that participant? Yeah, well, their story wasn't quite believable. They mentioned wandering into a different time, or it felt like another world. Seems they experienced something quite out of the ordinary. How could that be? Anyway, gotta see whether they were telling the truth or not. Nice, that should be all our clues. Jasmine, I think we've gathered what we can here. Oh yeah, director's gonna call then? Let's step away from everyone else for a bit. Do you like my whispers, chat? I do that at my chats. Okay. Hey, Mr. Guide? We're waiting for an urgent call. Mind giving us a minute? Of course, please let me know when you're ready. Okay, should be good. It's ringing! How's it going? Director-san! Nice work on joining the tour. Let's get this identification done quickly. Oh, who's sneezing behind me? Oh, Sammy! Oh, the new kitty's sneezing. Hold on. Come here, buddy. Hold on, he's sniffing something he shouldn't be sniffing. Sam! Sammy! Yeah, that. Thank you. That said, perhaps it's a bit too early this time? Seriously! It's not like anything has happened, unlike the previous cases. Is there even an urban myth that fits this? Not all urban myths leave ample clues or traces. Narrowing down the anomaly from a hazy silhouette, you could say that that's the essence of our investigations. I guess. Now on to the identification. First of all, what's at the center of this investigation? A mysterious tour. It happens only irregularly, is invite only, and the organizer is unknown. Almost a mystery novel of its own. So, Mrs. Ami, this tour has been held previously. What was the anomalous rumor said to have happened before? Participants went missing. The rumors say the participants are going missing during the tour. Precisely. Though the rumors have neither been denied or confirmed, there are rumors that participants go missing while on this tour. Moving on. Previous participants on the tour who made it back seem to have left intriguing comments. So, Mrs. Ami, what was it that those participants saw during the tour? Let's see. Some place out of this world. They said they saw someplace out of this world. Nice. Yes, indeed. They wandered into some place out of this world and made it back. My final question. It is said that you should wander into some place out of this world if you... I can read. It is said that should you wander into some place out of this world, there's only one thing you can do to escape. So, Mrs. Ami, what was this method? An approach that would allow you to make it back here. Go back the way you came. To go back the way you came. That's what our guide was told by the organizer. There are many ways to escape should you wander into someplace out of this world. Yet, for this case, to avoid going missing, you'll want to go back the way you came. The urban myth that matches the circumstances would be... The Netherworld? Ooh. No. The Netherworld? Hell, the Underworld, the Feyworld, places other than this world. Or other dimensions, worlds in past or future timelines. A collective notion for such anomalous spaces. The Netherworld sounds scary. But can it even be called an urban myth? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, is that really an urban myth, or is that just a factual occult place, like supernatural place that exists? What are we gonna play, the elevator game? Oh, I haven't heard anything about the elevator game in a long time. I do like that urban myth though, the elevator game. That's a good one. I like that over the like hide and seek with the doll. I like the elevator game. Rumors of another worldly place and talk of getting caught in it and going missing. Those would constitute a full-fledged urban myth. I see, I think. Decisive for this identification was the advice to go back the way you came should you find yourself there. Though that might seem obvious. For the Netherworld, known as an urban myth, going back the way you came has a special meaning, as well as being the only viable method of escape. This seemingly obvious way out, the organizer mentioning it clearly means that this tour involves the Netherworld. It makes sense to suppose so. Great! This investigation's goal is to assess a full picture of the tour, and to determine the organizer's goal. If anything happens, go back the way you came. Please keep that in mind as you continue your investigation. Yes, I will. Netherworld, eh? Be careful. Cool, but how exactly? I'll try to be careful too. Yeah, cool, how though? Everyone, we'll be moving to the next location. It should be a 10-minute walk or so, but should you get lost, this tour being what it is, we might find ourselves going back the way we came. Oh, he did the thing. He said the thing. Please make sure to follow me there. Back the way we came? For the clown to wander off for the group? Don't even think about slowing us down. Well, off we go then. Netherworld can be considered urban myth. Ever heard about the elevator game? You know, the game that... Yeah, I know about the elevator game. And, like, you don't get out on certain floors, or, like, there's a certain thing in the elevator with you and you don't react or, like, speak to it right. The only way to get back to your world is to go back in the elevator and go to floors in reverse order. Oh, I didn't know that's how you go back. I thought it was, like... you just don't get out on certain floors, and eventually when you reach the last floor, you're safe. But if you get out on certain floors, you're stuck. I admittedly haven't read about the elevator game in a long time. I just know of it. Yes. Esteemed participants. This is the second location for our Ueno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour. Is this a murder scene? I know this place. Checking my notes. Yes, your attention, please. 7 years ago, this spot was the stage for a murder case. Hey, wait! That looks like the guy. Kimura. I think her name's Kimura, saw in the pond. He's got the same hair. Flowers and a photo of the victim. Oh, she sees it. I was right. The person in the frame. He's the ghost of my photo. Huh? Huh? Photo? What? May I continue? We'll be taking a short break and seeing the sights here. And we'll also have a simple quiz related to the incident. Huh, a quiz? Urban myths have different versions, like with Bloody Mary. Fair, that's true. Depending on the version, you'll need to do the ritual at exactly midnight, others 3 a.m., others 3:33 a.m. It's the beauty of urban myths because they're based on rumors and word of mouth that can differ. That's true. That's true. I feel like a lot of them always revolve around like midnight, or like 3 a.m. is the witching hour, isn't it? Happy quizzing here on the murder scene. It was unsolved, yeah? Thought that occult egghead, whoever did it or something. Nonsense. Everybody knows Dr. Kisaragi was innocent. Fujiwara-san? That was a false charge, no question about it. That's an outburst. Yeah, you sound well, I guess he doesn't sound guilty. I'm jumping to conclusions. You seem suspicious. Kisaragi rings a bell. Where did I hear that name again? So he was a ghost after all. The plot thickens. For now, let's take a short break. After that, we'll start with an overview of the premises. What if he, like, took a break to run a quick outing? He's like, this tour is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. We should go to the station. Oh, Kisaragi Station. Why do I know that? That sounds familiar. I can't pinpoint it, but that sounds familiar. Maybe I'm imagining it, though. Weird vibes. I agree. Why are they acting like this? Also, we haven't seen anything Netherworld-like so far. Of course it should. What's it from? Where is it? Is it a real train station, or is it from something? Guess we're not at the entrance yet? Don't know. I think we're fine, though. We're here to scope out this tour and what the organizer's up to. Right, if nothing happens, then nothing scary comes for us. Main concern now is the others are acting strange. About the murder that happened here 7 years ago, was it? They're all acting kind of awkward after hearing that. Let's look around on socials during this break. The Japanese urban legend. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Hold on, what's the urban legend? Hold on. Kisaragi Station urban legend. Let's see. It's a Japanese urban legend about a fictitious railway station with paranormal occurrences. The story originated on a 2004 internet forum post where a user claimed to have arrived at a strange deserted station named Kisaragi. The post, along with the subsequent online discussions, transformed the story into a popular urban legend. I think I know this name, but I don't think I'm actually super familiar with that urban legend, if I'm being honest. Like, I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know any details on that. I'll have to read up on it later. Let's look around on socials during this break. Great idea. Oh, we're doing internet sleuthing again. Ueno makes me think of the Ueno Tenchu incident. Pretty popular back in the day? Oh. Wait, it said 2004, right? 2004? I would have been in high school. I was not as into that stuff back then. So that might be why I don't know details, but I may have heard, like, friends talk about it, maybe? That's a long time. That's a long time ago. That's 20 years ago, chat. Is that what they mean by murder from 7 years ago? What was the incident about? Wait, you don't know? Raised as a princess under a rock or what? Be nice to me, Jasmine. Maybe. You get credit for jumping into a mystery tour with zero prior knowledge. You were like 10 years old and you were just getting into urban legends and creepypasta? I got into creepypasta so late. Hold on. I got into it really late. I missed peak creepypasta time when it was like at its biggest. I wasn't into it then, unfortunately. The Ueno Tenchu incident is a famous one. Should be able to dig up posts from back then too. It should still be an active topic since the alleged culprit was pretty famous. That incident had a massive impact on society back then. Posts from that time should give you an idea of what it was like. Didn't think the incident would be that famous. Why haven't I heard about it? Internet back in that day was pretty small, so you going through urban legends and creepypasta was easy. See, I didn't know that. Like, the big thing when I was a teenager in high school was, like, it was, like, the peak time when, you know, everybody would send everybody shock sites, or it's like, look at this crazy shocking website, or, like, I clicked a link on MySpace, and it was a girl, like, shitting out a dead octopus. Like, that stuff is what I remember on the internet, unfortunately. Should I try to read the news a bit more? I think I've told that story. All the link said was Octopus Girl, and I thought it was gonna be like some girl with 8 arms. It was not. See, that mystery tour Ueno is back. Disappointing that I can't go, but I'll bring back some of that darkness from 7 years ago. Here's some old posts. Alright, if you weren't here for this before, there's a lot of things to read, so I just skim them. If it seems important, I'll read it at that point. Just to kind of save my voice a little. Was also a thing. Internet was Wild West. It really was, you know. I don't know. I still like the internet. But it was truly different back then, and I don't know how to explain it if you weren't there for it. Like, hi Tassa! Like, internet back then was just crazy. Let's see. Just before dawn in Ueno Park, Kengo Nomura, 32, was found unconscious by a passerby. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition and then pronounced dead. According to the Ueno police, Kengo showed signs of being violently beaten and a murder investigation is underway. That sounds notable. An article from 7 years ago. Is this the famous incident they're talking about? Yep, it's a murder case from quite a while ago. Happened at this park. Okay. But no bouncing letters, so nothing here, right? Yeah, nothing here. Okay, let's see. Breaking news in the Kengo Nomura case. The man found unconscious. Oh my god! Oh my god! Hello! How was the drugs? How was Schedule 1? Hi everybody, welcome in! Let me get... Oh, if I can type. Hold on. I know Q's gonna tell me not to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Boom. Welcome in, everybody. How was your stream? How'd it go? Hello, everyone. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Mousy. I'm the magical mouse that lives in your house. I live in your walls. I eat your food, and I don't pay rent. We are playing Urban with Dissolution Center, which is like a point-and-click / visual novel game about urban myths and urban legends, and we're going around and solving cases. We did The Man Under the Bed, we did Bloody Mary, and currently we're investigating a case of the Netherworld. Ooh. You promises us memories? Excuse me? Not Mousy is better is lead me to the best drug empire. Shh. Been slacking on random Q shoutouts. have this emote now. What is that emote? That's cute. But yeah, Q, if you stick around, we're happy to have you here if you need to go do after stream stuff. Thank you for dropping off your people here. Right now, we're doing some social media investigating about a murder that happened in the park. We're on an occult tour in a park right now. And we're at a murder scene from 7 years ago, and we're investigating it because the picture of the murder victim was in a picture of a ghost in the pond that someone else on the tour took. That's not the first time you've caused someone to get an emote. She's gonna make her doctor in a VTuber, sadly, so she's preoccupied. A flipping off emote. Ooh, I finally got Gritty Goose. And I'm happy. Oh, you mean your friend made their own? I thought you meant, like, unlocked a flipping off emote. They made a flipping off emote. I get it, I see. Let's see. Breaking news, a piece of paper with Tenchu written on it was found near the scene. Therefore, the case will be called the Ueno Tenchu incident. Yeah, Gritty Goose. Tenchu? Another article from back then. The Ueno Tenchu incident is pretty infamous. You really don't know about it? Holy cow, emotes galore. Wait, the person in this picture. I feel like I've seen them somewhere before. Girl, we know where we... See, this is... Azami, use your brain. We said like 5 minutes ago that it was the picture and the ghost in the lady's picture. We said it like 5 minutes ago, Azami. Also, our character has the power of retrocognition, and we have a boss who has psychic visions. Azami living under the rock confirms shit. Jasmine was right this whole time. Looks like Ueno Tenchu incident caught a lot of attention. I might be the only one who's never heard of it. Yeah, it really seems that way. You should search it up then. And if you like this game, this is currently our Monday game. Every Monday we're playing this. Tuesdays, I don't know what we're going to be playing yet. And Thursdays and Fridays is my first playthrough of Hollow Knight. Let's see if there's anything else interesting here. Let's see. The Nomura guy who was attacked in the, So for these parts, I only read it off if it's notable because it's a lot of reading. I'm trying to, be nice to my throat and voice. No, it's not clairvoyance. They call it clairvoyance in the game, and it's... I really, really love this game, but I fucking hate that they call it clairvoyance. I think it's a translation issue because it's a Japanese game. Clairvoyance is seeing into the future. Azami sees into the past. She has retrocognition. Get it right, guys. Doesn't look like there's anything else notable, so let's search Ueno Tenchu incident. Too many search results. Okay, so I'm missing something. What about... Let's see. Nomura. 7 years. What about, if I remember correctly, his money wasn't stolen, so it wasn't a robbery. Maybe a crime of revenge. What about the one down here? Remember the streamer who went looking for the culprit with a piece of paper that said divine punishment on it? Maybe that's important. Wait, a streamer? Not the police? Was it our buddy Kanoko from the last case? The last case, we were helping a streamer who thought he was seeing Bloody Mary. It turns out it wasn't a ghost murderer, it was just a regular murderer. No, not police, just some regular dude. Huh. Oh, here we go. The guy behind the Tenchu incident was that cult researcher, Tsutomu Kisaragi, right? Kisaragi. I know I've heard that name somewhere. From some book at the center, maybe? No, this happened like 10 minutes ago, you guys. Fujiwara was like, Kisaragi's innocent. Man, Jasmine's not using her brain either. But you know retrocognition is a part of but clairvoyance is specifically for the future. No, source me that retrocognition is part of clairvoyance and not separate. They just weren't paying attention. They saw something shiny on the ground. They got distracted. Tsutomu Kisaragi is kind of famous in our circle for his book, Occult Great Reset. Wait a minute. The Great Reset has come up before. This has come up before. Because we're getting the cards, the Lumine cards. And the Great Reset, wasn't it explained as a kind of end of the world thing? Or am I making that up? Is my brain forgetting now? It is an imminent threat from what I recall. It pops up every now and then, and it has to do with the Lumine cards we're collecting. That's it. He wrote that book. Even if you wouldn't say the book is niche, it isn't for the masses either. Tsutomu Kisaragi was a uni professor. At the same time, he was working as an occult researcher. A uni professor and occult researcher? That's amazing! And he's the culprit of the Ueno Tenchu incident? Okay, put these on. We use our glasses to access our power. That's how we see the remnants of the past. And we also see clues in our social media searching with them. Gain a reaction. I'll look up Tsutomu Kisaragi. Let's see what kind of posts come up. Now, does anything come up for him solo or just for him and these together? Okay, we need to do both together. Yeah, Google it. News like Ueno Tenchu incident culprit, the dark side of an occult researcher, was really trending for a while. I used to love reading Tsutomu Kisaragi's books. What a shock. Anything out of that? Why would Tsutomu Kisaragi do such a thing? If you look into it, you should be able to find out. Okay, got a clue. You can see in the top left, we've got 3 clues to find in all this. Let's see. Strange that a harmless occult otaku would suddenly start getting people with tension, no less. Getting? Killing? Oh. Let's see. Don't treat Tsutomu Kisaragi like some suspect. Try reading his magna opus. Why did I think it's magnum opus? Has it always been magna opus? I thought it was magnum opus, chat. Am I the dummy? I read his magna opus, Occult Great Reset. Personally, I think Kisaragi was taken out by the powers that be. Taken out by the powers that be? Whatever the book says, that's just some conspiracy theory. Okay. Let's see. Here. Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide before conviction. Isn't that basically mean he's guilty? Suicide? Kisaragi committed suicide because of this. It's probably a translation mistake. Maybe. So it is magnum opus then, yeah? If it's a translation error, it happens. I'm trying to confirm for myself. The internet blew up with comments on the suicide of a uni professor. Like I thought, another keyword here. Better look into that. Okay, so we'll search his name and suicide. Am I allowed to say that word on Twitch? Alright, let's see. Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide before he could be exposed as the culprit of the Tenchu incident. Seems like something an occult researcher would do. I bet he had delusions about the afterlife too. Some people just have no common sense. Anything in there? Choosing suicide before people found out? Either way, nothing to do with the occult. Or, you know, they tried to recreate people on social media so good that they made the mistake on purpose. Kisaragi's book was all about dispelling occult stereotypes like that. In these cases, people just say whatever biased things they want. Nice. It's a clue! Let's see. He had siblings. He had siblings too. We should show them reality before they start spitting ideologies like Kisaragi. Ideologies? Going so far as to threaten his siblings? Okay, nothing there. Oh, we've heard Dark Spec mentioned. Let's see. What are the police doing? Looked up an old post about the Tenshu incident. Oh, here we go. I went to the Kisaragi house, lol. Pounded on the door and the parents sounded all scared, saying, "Please stop!" and putting on the victim act. Now, you know your son killed an innocent person. What? No way. This is about how bad things got 7 years ago. Everyone was hating on Kisaragi. How did things turn out like that? Wait, 5S? We saw that written on a boat. Should I post about this on some vigilante stream? Wipe out the seeds of crime. I'm sure 5S would take care of it. Get him! But this was before it turned into a criminal case, right? Most of these posts are about how to punish Dr. Kisaragi. Things got really out of hand. Okay. So what am I missing here? Let's see. Dark Spec, proof of Tsutomu Kisaragi's falsified suicide. Is the Ueno Tenshu incident truly unsolved? Okay. Were false accusations? Take a closer look. That article's 7 years old. Posting a totally different story that was their way to get clicks while the topic was hot. Zero credibility. Oh, you're right. Now I see that it's just a repost. Wait. I feel like... Let's try this one. I found an old article by Dark Spec. Is it fake news? What was this person trying to say? Whatever their values are, I guess. I don't have a... Oh, I do. Oh, I did get suicide as a search term. My bad, my bad. Oh, that's what we were already searching? I'm a little jumbled today, chap. Let's see. Looked at an old post about the Tenshu incident. Hold on. Stop. My phone thinks I'm talking to the phone assistant. I didn't even say anything close to his name. Stop that. I looked at the old post about the Tenshu incident. Disturbing how hard people went after Kisaragi just because he was the culprit. Lol. I'll repost these criminals for all to see. Oh, this person is reposting older threads. Zammy, things get a bit dark from here. Kisaragi really got a lot of hate back then. If you want to keep looking, brace yourself. Okay, let's see. What else do we have over here? Maybe I'm missing something here. We already did that one. What about, didn't something happen between the victim and Tsutomu Kisaragi? Maybe they were mocking the occult and that set Kisaragi off? Who knows? That means Tsutomu Kisaragi had a motive? Who knows? Could be that. Okay. Straying to the harmless occult otaku would suddenly start getting people. Oh, we read that one already. So I gotta be missing something over here. Let's see, with all that hate he got, anyone would kill themselves. That's the dark side of the media and the internet. The dark side of media and the internet? They have so much influence in all directions, and the gossip was non-stop. None of these super stand out to me, but I'm missing something here. What about I bet students are brainwashed or they were used in some kind of occultist experiment? Does anyone have a list of them? It's getting hard to read these. It's not going to be any different from here on. You can stop here. But I have one more clue I have to find. Let's see. I don't... Ignorant people get swayed so easily by whatever info fits their views. It's not just Tsutomu Kitsuragi. The whole family's a mess. What are the police doing? Huh? What do you mean? The Dr. Kisaragi's family should go down too just because they're related? Even if that makes no sense to us, it somehow does for them. Their sense of justice is twisted. Okay, that's like almost everything here. I don't think this one right here is important. Maybe I'm missing something up here? The Nomura guy who was attacked in the Tenchu incident is treated like the victim. But maybe... Oh, ew. Oh, ew. Ew. Okay, I might have to go get air freshener in a minute. There's a litter box in my room and one of the cats took a stinky shit. Ugh. Oh, yeah, hold on. I'm putting break screen up. I need the Febreze. Oh, Sep, that's gross. I'll be right back, chat. Okay, sorry about that, chat. That was that was an immediate problem. Oh, that was gross. Okay, let's see. The Nomura guy who was attacked in the Tenchu incident is treated like a victim, and maybe he did something to deserve the divine punishment. A reason for divine punishment? Like deserving punishment for doing something bad. Okay, that's not it. Scary enough just being in a park at night. Imagine a creepy phone popping up with hazy lighting. Wouldn't want to use it. No thank you. Has anything mentioned a phone before? This gives me the shivers. Oh look! There it is! Ueno Park is so big, no wonder some parts are creepy. I didn't remember a phone being mentioned. What's this creepy phone? A payphone? The phrase creepy phone is reacting. Looks like it's drawing attention. More attention than I would have thought. Got me curious about it now. Okay, so let's see. Search keyword. What about Ueno Tenchu incident and creepy phone? Okay, it's creepy phone. Let's see. What, like those old dial phones? Oh, here, I bet it's this. Oh, the trans-dimensional phone. It's near a dam next to a bridge or something, right? The trans-dimensional phone? Rings a bell. There's a series of steps you need to follow, I think. Okay. Let's see. Someone was streaming about it. You hear a voice when you pick up. But if you say anything in reply, you're gone. Is it even safe to stream about such things? Safe for the viewers, at least. Yeah, chat, you're safe. Don't worry. No panic. I keep you safe. Let's see. Man, the phone battery's dead and reception sucks this far out in the mountains. Good thing there's a payphone, but it won't take my 10 yen coin. Did I dial wrong? A woman picked up. Wait, what's this person trying to... No way that lady's normal. Aw, F to pay respects. Okay, let's see. No, the urban myth. I remember seeing some challenged outfits from streamers. This is another urban myth. I wonder what it's about. Forget that one little detail. Fry your own brain trying to remember. We didn't get transdimensional phone as a search term. We gotta die! Oh no! Kiss your butts goodbye! Let's see. What if I did F? It's over? Okay. What? Oh no. Okay. Like those old dial phones? I'm tracking down reactions, but the replies are kind of vague. Yeah, most creepy phones we'd hear about are probably old dial phones. Well, that's everything here, so I'm missing something somewhere else. Let's go back here. Let's see, maybe a crime of revenge? By the way, what exactly does Tenchu mean? Some kind of punishment done in the name of the gods. So can I googly search Tenchu? Huh. Tenchu incident, huh? That brings back memories never expected to end the way it did. How it ended? Yeah, you wouldn't know. The way it concludes is famous too. Okay, well we know it concludes in the guy dying. Let's see. Mystery Tour in Ueno is back, disappointed that I can't go, but I'll bring some of that darkness from 7 years ago. Oh, that's so helpful. Socials are the best starting point. Did I get a clue? No. Let's see. Let's go back here. Let's see. Wait, I'm confused. It's confirmed that the Kisaragi guy was the culprit? Sounds like he was just a suspect. Is that what it's about? And is there no post or article that explains how everything went down? Okay, so I don't think there's more clues here. Let's see, some people don't understand the pain of losing a family member. They should learn what it's like. Learn what it's like? Some people are just so far gone, seriously. Most of them just post but would never actually do something. Okay, so what are the police doing? Arrowed this. How come the Ueno Tenchu incident is still unsolved to this day? Our tax money goes right to their pockets, so why don't they get some work done? Huh? Unsolved? I thought Dr. Kisaragi was the culprit. The Ueno Tenchu incident hasn't actually been solved? A total mystery, right? That's what makes it an urban myth. The case wouldn't turn unsolvable just because the culprit committed suicide. It's just another piece of the puzzle that keeps the incident relevant. Aha! There we go! Finally. Oh my god, that one took a minute. Caught up on the Ueno Tenchu incident? Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide, and some people think it was a false accusation. The case itself is still unsolved. And most of the posts were just unbelievable. Yeah, the info going around on social media was total chaos. The things they're saying about him. Even if Dr. Kisaragi were guilty, did they really have to go that far? This kind of mess will flood your timeline each day. I've seen even worse, too. So much going on. I feel overwhelmed. So the Ueno Tenchu incident really was well known. Yeah, made a lot of news for sure. And Tsutomu Kisaragi got piled on like crazy. Not surprised he gave up. What we used to call that? Getting flamed? Is that still used? And is that still a phrase we use today, chat? Also about Kengo Nomura, was it? The victim? Yep, killed near the pond in Ueno. Another thing. The ghosted Kimura-chan's photo. Could it be him, right? Oh yeah, I knew I'd see him somewhere. Kengo Nomura's ghost from Kimura-san's photo. Just a thought. Could Nomura-san actually still be alive too? Nah, no way it's that again. Once in a lifetime is enough already. Then maybe an alternate Nomura-san from the Netherworld. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, let's get back to the tour. We're back! Sorry, did we keep you waiting? No problem here. We're all here now, so... Introducing the second mystery spot on this Ueno Occult and Dark tour. This here is the scene for the Ueno Tenchu incident. Ta-da! Man, no one has much to say about this, huh? So here we are. This is the scene of what's known as the Ueno Tenchu incident 7 years ago on September 21st. September 21st? That's what the that's what the 0921 number meant. That's near my birthday. My birthday's in September. But at the start of September, not the end. The victim, Kinogo Nomura, is said to have been attacked here by the culprit. Yet, numerous mysteries remain unsolved, including the murderer's identity and motive and the Tenchu message. Rumors say Kengo Nomura's ghost appears in front of anyone trying to solve the case. And takes him away to some place unknown, or so I heard. Ah! Maybe, maybe not. Someplace unknown? Could that be the Netherworld? Now, here's the next puzzle we'd like everyone to solve. The Ueno Tenchu incident was named after a piece of paper with the word Tenchu written on it. Where was that paper actually found? The organizer is hidden in an envelope somewhere within this area, and solving the puzzle will lead you to it. Our next destination will be in the envelope, so best of luck finding it. It should contain information on the Ueno Tenchu incident as well. Okay, I don't need to know that you all have nothing to say. I get it. To tell you the truth, I've not been informed about the rest of our locations or schedule. So please work together to find it for everyone. Ready or not, the search is on! Okay, chat, I think we're gonna take a real quick break. It's been about an hour and a half and I've not gotten up at all. I gotta hit the bathroom. So hang tight, I won't run an ad break. I'm going to just leave you with some music and I'll be right back. Let's see. What do my glasses show me? Oh yeah, the hydrate. I am hydrating with a cherry twist Alani. Yum. Yum yum. Oh yeah, somebody shout out Pure too. Please. Oh, what is this? This place sure is creepy. That's all you have to say about this? Okay. This shadow looks like it's touching the photo. Is it saying something up? Might be the tour organizer's shadow. I'm cheating. I can see the past. I'm cheating. Hi, Nicoya. You copy over the raid message with some work stuff. No, don't paste it. Don't paste it. Oh, that's what you said. 21 seconds. My dummy. Okay, let's see. Who did that? Pyrrha! Pyrrha's playing 4D chess over there. Reminder on the quiz. Where was the Tenchu paper discovered? Best witches on your search. Actually, I'm just gonna go straight to the picture. I'm just gonna go straight over here. Give me the envelope. Her and her siblings are fighting. Hey, break it up! Don't make me turn this car around. A photo of Kengo Nomura, victim of the Ueno Tenchu incident. They have flowers too. Would a photo of the victim of a 7-year-old murderer still be around? Murder, or 7-year-old murder, not murderer. Oh my god, imagine a 7-year-old murderer though. That would be terrifying. I wonder who put this here. For the tour, perhaps? Girl, look behind it! My lines on the concrete road are showing what seems to be a human outline. So the Tenchu incident happened here. Yeah, but the organizer had to have put that there because this murder is 7 years old. There's no way the chalk outline is still there. Do they do the chalk outline in real life, or is that just TV and movies? That real thing cops do. Did someone draw this for the tour? Anything else with it? No. What about this? What's up with this snake? A statue of a child angel, but with graffiti on it. Jeez. The statue is titled To the Great Beyond. Is this telescope for observing the great beyond? Angel. Why does that ring a bell? I don't know. Why does it ring a bell? What's over here? Anything else? Nothing else? Good job, Riley. Got him. Kamara-san, can I ask you something? You saw the photo in the frame, right? I knew I'd seen his ghost. Does this mean I'll be taken away? They do look similar, but I don't know, maybe not. They do look similar. Might just be a coincidence, though. They say if you see the ghost's face, the dead man pulls you into the pond. Our guide just mentioned a similar story, too. Maybe we have to take some... No, we're not playing Schedule 1. That's Schedule 1 shenanigans. We don't do that here. Although, like I said, if certain things fall in place, I might be going back on my word. I might be going back on my word about playing Schedule 1. Oops. I think he made up that story about Nomura-san's ghost just to spice up the tour. You have that game? It looks good. It looks good. Really? Let me go check with our guide just to be sure. Then you won't have to worry. Yeah, it's the multiplayer aspect that's luring me into. I don't think I'd play it solo on stream, but if it's with other people, I'd do it. Are you alright? You look kind of pale. That photo I showed you of the man's ghost. Do you think he might be Nomura-san from the Tenchu incident? She's trembling. Must be really scared of the ghost. If she is, maybe I shouldn't say that I think so. Alright, let's go talk to the guide again. Are the Schedule 1 people still getting sued by the drug dealer simulator people? Did you all see about that? Where was the Tenchu paper discovered? So were you able to find it? No. Tell me about the riddle. About the ongoing quiz. I'd tell you more if I could, but to be honest, the organizer only gave me the quiz text itself. So I don't actually know the answer. Let alone the envelope's info on where to go next, or info on the Tenchu incident. What? What are we gonna do if nobody knows the answer? Whoops. Oopsie. Not good. Guess it's up to everyone to solve the riddle then. Do you know about the Tenchu incident? I hate to admit, but 7 years ago I was in Spain studying flamenco dancing. He looks like a guy who... I mean that in the best way possible. He looks like a guy who would do flamenco dancing. Look at him! Flamenco in Spain? I was there for a couple of years hoping to go pro. I chose to move to Morocco for a 3-year stint at a sushi place. Sushi? In Morocco? I got back to Japan 2 years ago, so I have no idea about events prior to that. I see. What you told us earlier about the ghost of Kengo Nomura. About the people who encounter him being taken to unknown places. Oh, yes. It was written in the materials I was told to read at this location. I tried my best to make it sound creepy. I hope you liked it. Is that story really true? The ghost actually exists, you mean? I can't really say either way, being just a hired guide. Oh, I see. Of course. But it's probably better if I tell Komura-san that the ghost isn't real. Okay, I'll go tell her the ghost isn't real. Hey baby, the ghost isn't real. You're good. Our guy mentioned he didn't know if the ghost rumors were true or not. We probably shouldn't tell her that, as is, right? Anything wrong, Azami-chan? Well... I asked the guide about the ghost he mentioned. He merely brought that up to spice up the tour. Oh, really? 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 Thank you, I feel a bit better hearing that. Yes, that's what I heard, so you can relax. As long as the ghost doesn't show up or anything. You good? You good, girly? Will you be okay now? Yes, thank you. I thought I could handle the occult and horror, but I think I felt really anxious there for a bit. I hear you. I'm scared of ghosts and monsters myself. I'm glad you're with us on this tour, Azami-chan. I think I'll be okay for the next spot as well. Thanks again. You got a lot of questions for her, my god. Would you have any idea where the Tenchu paper was found? If it was a piece of paper, you'd think it was on the ground near the scene, right? Not much of a hint, of course. Do you know anything about the Ueno Tenchu incident itself? Ueno Tenchu incident? Let me think. Those terrible t-shirts, perhaps? T-shirts? Soon after the case attracted attention, t-shirts printed with the Tenchu word were really popular. Don't you remember? It was quite the boom. T-shirts exploiting the incident? I wonder if this is related to the puzzle. Probably not, but still. I should keep this in mind. I wonder if anyone else knows about the t-shirts. Okay, how about we go ask Yamada? I feel like he'd be in the know about this kind of thing, being a internet journalist and all. Mr. Gasmask, could I talk to you for a bit? What? I guess. Since you're a journalist, perhaps you know something. About what? Back when the incident happened, did you do any research on it? Would you happen to know where the Tenchu paper was found, for example? Yeah, well... the person who first discovered Kengo Nomura lying here. I heard they passed by while jogging. They called an ambulance, and after Nomura was carried off, they noticed the Tenchu paper. They found it after the victim was carried off? But wouldn't you notice a paper like that right away? I should probably check the area first. So, the Tenchu incident hasn't been solved yet? What are your thoughts on it, Mr. Gasmask? My thoughts? If you mean my personal view, hold on, chat. Sorry, I've got allergies going on. I have to blow my nose. Tsutomu Kisaragi, the occult expert, some say he's innocent, but personally, I think he's a strong suspect. And why is that? Well, obviously, he must be a reason for that much controversy. The victim, Kengo Nomura, was on the staff at the Ueno Ancient History Museum. Oh. There's talk that Kisaragi is an occult researcher and Nomura were clashing about ancient history matters. Tell me more, tell me more. Tsutomu Kisaragi and Kengo Nomura were fighting about ancient history? Creepy occult types and academic historian. Oil of water much? Dr. Kisaragi was an occult researcher, but I thought he was a uni professor too. But is that story even true? You might want to ask Matsuda-san. Don't mention it, that I said this, but he works at the NOH History Museum. Which means he's a colleague of the victim, that Nomura guy. Huh? Mr. Gasmask, do you know about the Tenchu t-shirts? Yeah, those, sure. T-shirts based on the incident. Pretty popular then. Could the puzzle be related in some way? Where did they get these? Were these fan-made? Were these on Etsy? Did they sell these in the local t-shirt shops? Could be, don't know for sure. If you think it's a thing, you might want to ask around. Okay, what's this? I should compile notes on Nomura-san as well. Unlicensed fan merch. Hit him with the cease and desist. He's the victim in the Ueno Tenchu incident, which attracted a lot of attention back then. What message was found pasted on Nomura-san's body? Tenchu. Yes, Tenchu, divine wrath that strikes down the evil of the heart, which the incident itself was named after. Why did the murderer paste the paper onto the victim? Nomura-san didn't seem so evil that he deserved such a fate. When she said paste it on, I pictured a guy with one of those purple glue sticks. Rubbing it on the back of the paper and then just sticking it to his shirt. Okay, we know all that. Let's talk to you and then you, because you were acting weird about the name Kisaragi. Matsuda-san, may I have a word? Huh? About the Tenchu incident. No idea. About the puzzle. Don't care. Find that envelope so we can move on. I see. About the strange paper in your envelope earlier. Wait, there's a snake on the statue behind me. Oh yeah, want to see it? This is just a drawing of a snake? Huh? Who knows? I guess it is. Anyway, is this really a bonus draw like he said? Do me a favor and check with the guide what he meant by that, would you? Okay, sure. He has a point, though. What does that snake even mean? If the organizer put that paper in the envelope, could it be related to the Netherworld? Hey, I heard you were a colleague of the victim. Yeah, it sure was, but this Nomura guy didn't know him too well. And you playing amateur detective or what? Huh. No, that's not it. And do me a favor and cut the detective crap. Gets on my nerves. Yes. Stand up for yourself, Azami. Come on, girly. Matsuda-san, do you know about the Tenchu t-shirts? Those annoying tees with trash taste. I hear they were based on the incident. Does it mean he's a snake that bites, that feeds him? Oh, that bites the hand that feeds him, or a lying snake? Good point. Wait. What if he's a lying snake, and he's here on the tour to make sure nobody discovers what actually happened in the Tenchu incident, and he's the murderer? I don't feel like I have enough evidence to really back that up, but it feels plausible, you know? Because everybody keeps returning to the scene of these goddamn crimes. Yeah, writing Tenchu on shirts to copy the murder. Some also have mindless words like, got me, or owned. People loved it. I hate the way they printed those on the back of the tees, too. The word was printed on the backs? Yeah, of course. That's what the case was about. Okay. Anything else? Nothing. Let's talk to you. You were really weird about the name Kisaragi. Fujiwara-san, were you able to solve the puzzle? No, not quite yet. Any progress on solving the puzzle? Well, I do happen to have a certain degree of confidence in my ability to solve riddles and puzzles. I'd say I'm actually quite good at them. But this particular puzzle is outside my area of expertise, so I prefer to leave it to you all, yes. Do you know anything about the Tenchu incident? To be honest, the Tenchu incident is the worst case of false accusation since the war. Which war? Your answer is very important. Which war? Because if we're talking about a certain war, a certain war in Japan, those aren't false accusations, is all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say about that. If you know, you know. It imposed a wholly unwarranted stigma on Dr. Kisaragi's name. Yes, yes. Since the war, that bad. Do you happen to like Tsutomu Kisaragi? Well, it's not really about liking or disliking him. For people like us, Dr. Kisaragi is viewed as a living deity. I can say without any reservation. Yes, indeed. For those of us with similar interests that you might call the otaku, that book was a shining light of a gift. He keeps saying otaku, but aren't otakus anime dweebs? Sorry if you like anime. It's, I mean that non-derogatory. Isn't otaku people who really like anime? Or is it like just generally a big fan of something as an otaku? Wow. In conclusion, Dr. Kisaragi, author of such a book, the likelihood of him becoming a criminal would be beyond the realm of possibility. And yet the general public, they lack the social literacy to discern. So as his book also mentioned, a stigma is really hard to shed once in place. Thank you for sharing that. In brevi. In brevi? What does that mean? Tsutomu Kisaragi was falsely accused. The fact that his truth is kept from... I can read. One of these days I'm going to read right. My tongue gets jumbled. I'm so sorry, chat. The fact that this truth is kept from widespread acceptance suggests a conspiracy by some powerful entity. Okay, anything else? Okay, nothing. I couldn't do this earlier? I wanted to do this earlier when I saw the ghost trace near the photo. The Tenchu paper was pasted on the victim's back. Let's check behind the frame first. Nope, not here. Oh shit, well. What about here? No. What about here? If the Tenchu paper was found lying on the ground, it would have been around here. But I don't see any envelopes lying around. Should I look around with the glasses? Sure. But I don't see any envelopes with the glasses. What is this? What is this? Let's see. Where could the hidden envelope be? I looked around everywhere suspicious, but haven't found it. Sazami, I actually envy you. Due to my power of vision, I'm unable to enjoy this event. Your envy isn't really helping, Director. It's a similar deal to the pawn from earlier. Try forming a hypothesis to narrow down what you might have missed. The puzzle for this location is... Where was the Tenchu paper for the Ueno Tenchu incident found? According to Mr. Gas Mask, the paper was found after Nomura-san was carried off. If so, where would the envelope be hidden? Maybe it's... Okay, so if you haven't seen this before, there are a couple things behind me that I can't move out of the way of. If I think they fit, I will read them off. Let's see. Maybe it's... Pasted on the back of No. The back of the ghost in a no, that doesn't make sense. Maybe it's... Maybe it is... I still think pasted on. Or though, maybe it's still there on? The back of... the victim's photo. No, that's not it. Nope. Which ones did we get wrong? Okay, so back of the victim's photo. Maybe it's pasted on the back of the victim's photo. There we go. I was real close. Maybe it's pasted on the back of the victim's photo, but we looked and it wasn't there, didn't we? Or do we have to, like, open up the frame? Because you know how picture frames have, like, a backing on it? If Nomura-san's photo is supposed to represent him, then maybe the envelope is pasted directly on the back of the photo itself and not on the photo frame. We should give that a proper check. Okay, so go back here. Check the back thoroughly. What if we open up the frame and check behind the photo itself? No, nothing here. Why not? I was positive it'd be here. Huh? What's this? Looks like something was pasted here. Maybe the envelope was here at some point. Oh, I see. That shadow wasn't hiding the envelope behind the photo. It was shown taking the envelope. Someone must have figured out the answer before I got here. Who might that be? Let's look around. Anything I hadn't seen before? I feel like it's gotta be this guy, because he's got the snake thing, right? No, nothing new there. Maybe Kisaragi? Or not Kisaragi, Fujiwara? No. Do I need to tell the guide that it's gone? Here. About the paper Matsuda-san found in his envelope. Huh? Oh, about that. Oh, is that the thing because it's got the snake on it? That was kind of like... what was that about? It didn't seem like something you prepare for a show or as a surprise. It would be nice of you not to tell the other participants, but I wasn't told there'd be something like that inside. But I did improvise quite well, yes? I'll just message a report to the organizer. So please let Matsuda-san know that he is indeed the winner. Please? The winner? Okay, so you don't know what that means either. I wonder if the drawing is supposed to mean something. I should ask someone well-versed in occult matters. Ho-ho, Fujiwara! Here we go. About the paper found in Matsuda-san's envelope. There was this strange snake drawing on it. You know, kind of like the one behind me. Do you know what it means? Could this possibly be? The serpent held by the Cretan healer priestess? No, that doesn't add up. Cretan healer priestess? Bone apple teeth. Oh, I know, this must be Suijin-sama, a water god. What? I don't really understand. In Brevi. In other words, this serpent is not a random snake, but an icon related to the Sujin Shrine. The water deity from the Sujin Shrine. I see. Thank you for the info. We should check the other drawing that looks similar to this one. I mean this? Looking closely at this graffiti, it does look like a water deity drawing, like the one Matsuda-san got. And water connects because Kimura saw... what's the guy who got murdered? The guy who got murdered in the pond. So water connects those two. Would Fujiwara-san know something? Let's see. About the monument next to the victim's photo. Ha! Are you aware of the significance of that trumpet? Trumpet? We called it a telescope earlier, I think. It's said to resurrect the dead when blown. But there's a certain secret theory, too. It's also said to be a sign calling out for the gates to be opened. Yes. I totally thought it was a telescope. Huh? An angel with a trumpet? Divine retribution! Or divine vengeance? Divine punishment. The drawing on the monument's pedestal, what do you think it means? This is just what I infer, but the angel's trumpet opens the gates. Drawn there is Suijin-sama, a water god. The gate that connects here and the beyond, the world we are in, and the netherworld may be here. Could the serpent perhaps be enticing us there? Could it be? In Brevi, that would mean we're being invited into the netherworld. The netherworld? I have nothing conclusive, however. Okay, thanks. Nothing here. Okay, what do you gotta say? Nothing to him. Maybe Matsuda. Nothing there. I need my glasses on? That's the same. Nothing over here. What you got for? We only have to find one more clue. Anything here? No. What about you? Mr. Gas Mask? You've already taken the envelope, correct? Yeah, sorry. Wasn't keeping it a secret or anything. Feels like you were keeping it a secret. Professional force of habit. I tend to hold on to info I find. So you know why the envelope was behind the photo? The paper was on Nomura-san's back, so the hiding place reflects that. Correct? Hey, good guess. You got it. What was in the envelope, by the way? There were two envelopes. One was a map to the next location. The other was info on the Tenchu incident. I'll go ahead and hand this to the guide. Esteemed participants, I hope you've all enjoyed this location. A round of applause for Mr. Yamada Gas Mask, who was first to find the envelope. Yeah, sucks to suck, you guys. You didn't find it. Haha. Get to the point. What did it say about the Tenchu incident anyway? Oh, of course. Checking right now. Oh, forgot to tell you, I have the Tenchu incident envelope here on me. Oi, what's the big idea? Seems fair to me. I'm the one who found the envelope before anyone else. It's a scoop. I'm not gonna just give it away. Is Satoru okay with this? Well, Mr. Gas Mask did find the envelope first. He did hand me the map to the next location. The only meaning of this current location is that Dr. Kisaragi's false accusations spawned here. So the wise thing to do would be simply to head to the next one. Huh. Then let's take a 10-minute comfort break, then head to the next spot. Our next location is unknown to anyone. One of Ueno's occult secrets. You ready to head into the unknown? No? Oh god, do I have to do more social media research? Kengo Nomura, that's his name. I'm dummy. Kamaru's seen Kengo Nomura's ghost. Matsuda was Nomura's colleague. And that snake drawn on the pedestal of the angel statue. I'm leaning into maybe Matsuda's the real murderer. I don't have a lot of evidence to support it. But something in me has a gut feeling. We haven't seen anything related to the Netherworld so far. Don't let your guard down. No idea what could be coming. Busy on the phone? I traded numbers with Kimura-san. We're friends now. Jeez, we're on duty, you know. Anyway, let's check on occult spots in Nueno while we can. The request for this case was to find out who the organizer is and what their goal is. Might help us hone in on what we pre-gather info on the next occult spot. Right, on it. Let's get started. I'll gather info on the occult spots in Nueno, and grab any keywords related to Netherworlds in Nueno. Okay, chat, I think we're gonna keep it at, I said I didn't know if I'd go 2 hours. It depended on my throat and my voice, and my allergies are really acting up. So, I think we're gonna call it there.